Hello, everyone. Beautiful Earth Angels. Welcome to this Angel Chat and a very short interview with beautiful Janice O'Hara. My name is Jill Kempner. I'm an angel coach and author of my debut book, and I'm also the founder and creator of Angel Reiki. And today we're just talking about Angel Reiki. I wanted to have some of my students, my previous Angel Reiki students, talk about the power of Angel Reiki in their life and how they're using it from day to day for their own healing. And I want to introduce Janice O'Hara. She is a energy healer and retired massage therapist and a coaching client and Angel Reiki student. So welcome so much. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I just am so grateful and honored to spend this time with you and to really hear just some of the wonderful benefits of Angel Reiki in your life. So before we start into the Angel Reiki, I have a question, my first question. And if there's any more of an introduction you want to do, please join in. What was the catalyst in your life that drew you towards energy healing? And I want to say this, thank you, angels. What I often say, because I get asked this question a lot, right? Like, how did you get into the angels and how did you get into this, Jill? And really, I usually sum it up in one word: trauma. The trauma that I experienced, the difficulties, the challenges, from my father's tragic death when I was a child to the different traumas I had experienced throughout my life. That's what led me on the path. And then the dark night of the soul that I had after my psych hospital visit, that's what led me to really want to know myself better, understand the deeper meaning of all these hard and challenging things that have happened, and eventually led me to the angels and then Angel Reiki. So I'm just curious, what was the catalyst for you that led you to explore these other realms?
Thank you, Jill. Thank you for having me here today. That's a good question. I hadn't really put a lot of thought to that before, but as you said, how do they call it? We're pushed from pain into purpose. So I feel that my trauma also, I had a lot of back pain for years. And I believe that's what it was. And suppressed emotions are very limiting in our lives. And working with Angel Reiki really brings that to the surface and helps you resolve so much without you even realizing you're letting go of a lot of stuff. So yeah, mine was also trauma to my back. I also had it in my lungs. And in working with you, I was able to release so much of that grief, so much of those suppressed emotions. So yeah, kind of same for me.
Yeah, and you just made me, think about this too, in this conversation. It's like pain, it was like trauma and pain, different aches and pains in my body. The knee pain from the ACL surgery, the shoulder pain from going back to work too soon, after the ACL surgery and tearing my shoulder. And that pain just really led me to the relief that Angel Reiki creates. And so, yeah, thank you for sharing that, because I think so many earth angels who are looking for a healing modality, who are looking to understand their pain and like you said, from pain to purpose, right? To take that pain and turn it into peace. And I really feel that's one of the gifts of Angel Reiki. So thank you. So how has Angel Reiki changed or impacted your life?
Angel Reiki is now what I do on a daily basis. The way it impacted my life, though, is that I was a massage therapist and I became a Reiki master. And during that time, I loved Reiki, loved it, loved it, loved it. And I was offering it to my clients. However, I started to do also integrative energy therapy, IET. And while I was doing that, you work with the angels of the energy field, and it's such a beautiful vibration. And I loved it. And I thought, oh my God, you know, Reiki to me is a much more earthy energy, little, not low energy at all. It's just a different energy when you're working with just Reiki. However, then I met you and I started working with you and my angels, and that feeling of the angels in the room is such a beautiful feeling that when you offered angel Reiki, I was like, okay, that's it. That's complete for me. And I once I did that class, I did 1, 2, 3, and I offered it to clients. It was like magic was in the room. It was the vibration is so high that not only do I feel it, but my clients often feel it, which is unusual, right? I mean, clients don't often feel that kind of energy. And because it's universal energy, universal love, it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful feeling. And I have to say that when you're giving a treatment, you're also receiving. And that's healing right there. So I've been continually healing and receiving from the angels just by offering it to my clients as well. So yeah, that's what I do exclusively with professionally now. But it's really impacted my life in so many other ways.
Thank you so much. I was thinking about that yesterday, that when we share the medicine with others, when we share the angel Reiki and the symbols and the archangels are there, we're also receiving. And a big part of what I help my students and clients with is their own personal practice, and really making sure that you're filling up, you're receiving, you're balanced, and then being able to give and share from there. And so I'm curious, because you've mentioned working with Angel Reiki professionally, which is so wonderful. If you could just share, some of the results that your clients are receiving from your sessions.
Yeah. Um, well, just recently, literally 2 weeks ago, I had a client on my table who had a bad knee, I guess, a while back, and then tweaked it this time. And she said, Janice, I'm really in a lot of pain. She actually came in with a cane. And she was on my table, and I gave her a treatment. And literally, she got off the table and stood up. She goes, I can't believe this. I don't feel my pain right now. And she left the room without the cane, went up the stairs without the cane, and said, "What is this?" I mean, she was really shocked. um, she has continued to get better, and it's a result of the angel Reiki. I know it is. So that, and I have a client that was referred to me. She's got a lot of anger in her life and shouts at people a lot. Um, in doing angel Reiki, although if I tell her, if I say at the end of a session, I'll say, how do you feel? She doesn't feel any different. She's one of these that doesn't feel it yet.
Yeah.
However, because of her anger and her disposition for so long, people are noticing the difference. People are saying to her, what are you doing? You're so nice. And she's like, what are you doing to me, Janice? I said, I'm not doing it. The angels are doing it. So, it's about releasing things that we don't even know is hanging out there in our aura, in our thoughts, whatever it is, that the angels can help transmute into a higher vibration. And that's basically what she's going through. And I love it because every time she comes in, she's a little different. And she comes in weekly. So it's fun.
That is so wonderful. I love to hear these results, right? Because people are receiving both physical pain relief, emotional pain relief, And like you said, we're alchemizing, we're transforming these lower energies, whether we're conscious of them or not, into a more peaceful, more harmonious vibration that has a positive effect, that ripple effect of one person being a little calmer, one person being a little more peaceful, and how powerful that is. And so there was something else the angels were saying. Oh yeah. So I'm curious, how do you apply angel Reiki from day to day? Practically, yeah.
So with your training and your coaching, I learned a beautiful morning spiritual practice. And, that involves pulling oracle cards and prayer meditation. And I also do angel Reiki on myself every morning. I can't get the day started without doing that because I don't feel myself without doing that every day. In fact, sometimes I do it more than that because it's just such a beautiful feeling. I Reiki everything. I Reiki my crystals. I Reiki my bed. I Reiki my car to be like, I'll ask the angels to come in and protect me, get from point A to point B. That's constant. I do that all the time. But my favorite thing to do is to angel Reiki my food. So I cook every day for my family, for my husband rather, and I love it because it literally raises the vibration of my food. There's a funny story with that. My sister and I make a rice pudding. It's Puerto Rican rice pudding. It's a little different than American rice pudding. And she started making it. And one day she called me and she goes, my pudding doesn't taste the same as yours. What are you doing different? I said, nothing. Let me send you my recipe. And I did. I faxed her my recipe at the time. And she made it and she tastes it. And she says, it still doesn't taste like yours. What do you do different? Are you keeping something out of the recipe? I said, no, I'm not. I said, are you putting love in it? And she was like, she's so used to me being woo-woo that she's like, what are you talking about? And I said, I angel Reiki my food, which is universal love. And I said, I do it with everything I make. And she's like, oh, please. But it was a perfect example that food literally tastes different and better. It's got a higher vibration. Everything is energy, right? So yeah, I Reiki everything. My plants, I Reiki my plants. I have crystals in all of my plants. So everything, it just grows. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned the plants because someone was commenting on my plants yesterday, a client, and she's like, man, you need to like have a nursery or something. And I remember your huge corn plant in your front room because you have super ceilings in that one place. So we both have like amazing plants. So yeah, we'll attribute that to the angel Reiki. Speaking of plants and sharing the medicine, we were talking about this before the the fires in California and how, we can share this energy, thinking about angel Reiki as prayer and action, sharing that energy not only with the people who've lost their homes and the communities, the firefighters, but we can even share it, angel Reiki, with the land that's been devastated. There's so many ways to apply this beautiful energy. And of course, level 1 is all about self, right? And self-healing. And I'm so glad that you've continued. I think part of why you're seeing so many wonderful effects in your own body and with your clients is your devotion and your dedication to your own personal practice and keeping your vibration in a place of harmony and peace, even when we have a hard day, even when we have a difficult day. That's actually when we need this tool, right? Because we're human and we have a range of emotions and a range of experiences and a range of different things that have occurred in our lives. And so to have a tool at your fingertips that can bring you peace, that can, heal the pain, bring you peace, bring you back into your own personal harmony at a higher vibration, and then be able to share that with others is such a gift. Is there anything else that feels important to share as we wrap up our time together?
I would say anybody that's on the fence about doing this class to to just consider that, doing something different is a good thing. Anything that helps you or others is going to be a gift. And, I don't care how much we talk about it or how much somebody reads about it, until you actually do it, you don't realize the magnitude it brings to your life. So, anybody on the fence, just do this. This is phenomenal work and it will change your life for the better. So,
I completely agree. And it's so great to hear, like I said, from someone who's actually took the training and 4 years later still doing the work, using it professionally, using it personally and professionally. I love the Puerto Rican pudding stories. So thank you for sharing that. And the Angel Reiki makes all the difference, right? The home cooked meal filled with love, and all the different ways that we can work with this powerful, potent, magnetic modality, right? Energy healing modality. So thank you so much, Janice, for your beautiful, for your time, for your energy, and for your commitment, really for your devotion to this work. Thank you so much. I see it shining out of you, the angel Reiki within you and all around you, and everybody that you're bringing healing and blessings to as well, yourself, your family, your loved ones, your clients. It's such a gift. So thank you
thank
all for
you.
taking the time to listen to this and connect with Janice and I. If you're interested in this Angel Reiki training, I actually have it's that's on Saturday, February 1st, and you can find all that information out on my website, jillkempnerhealing.com. And I have a free event this Saturday, January 18th. It's a free Angel Reiki demo and experience. I'm going to be sharing a little bit about my story, giving a demo of Angel Reiki so you get to experience it. The angels have given me some wonderful ideas around that. And then I want to answer whatever questions that you have, and also an opportunity to meet some of the other earth angels who are interested in this amazing healing modality. There's so many wonderful incentives that I'm offering as well. So come join us on Saturday the 18th. And if you can't be there live, it's from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Time. If you enroll, you'll receive the replay and be able to listen to it on your own time. So thank you so much. Janice, you are such a gift to the world. I'm so grateful for you. This was so wonderful. And we'll talk soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Jill. Bye bye.
Namaste.
Namaste.